Yeah. Phoenix Jones! Phoenix Jones! Yes! Caleb, you know, Phoenix Jones! Phoenix Jones, bro. The fall of Phoenix Jones, bro. Oh, I don't know if I can watch this. It's 51 minutes. I'm gonna watch some of it. I don't care. Because this dude was a real super life hero. Like the first, like not the first one ever, but like he was a nigga like Phoenix Jones could beat your fucking ass. If I'm being honest, like even without his gear, he can whoop your fucking ass.
Across the world, hundreds of individuals are patrolling the streets of their hometowns, seeking out injustices where they might be of service. Some are looking for crime to document, report, or in rare cases, intervene. Others are simply hoping to inspire their community with small acts of heroism, such as handing out food to the hungry or giving a car ride to a would-be drunk driver. As homage to their comic book inspirations, they adopt colorful costumes.
Awesome real shit. That's some noble shit right there. Like giving like car drives to drunk drivers. Like almost like if you ever want to be a superhero, why don't you just leave it at that? You know what I mean? But anyways.
And pseudonyms, like Redbud Woman and the Crimson Canuck. Each has a different MO.
These are real super life heroes. Aiden, these are youth. These are real superheroes. These are superheroes.
Polar Man travels the streets of Canada,
I want to show you
shoveling snow from driveways. The DC Guardian patrols the United States Capitol, handing out copies of the Constitution. Most consider.
Because I saw Critical make a video on this, and I was like, oh, I want to make a video on this because I heard about this nigga Phoenix Jones when I was like, I think in middle school, like something around that.
Type of inspirational cosplay,
like this was like
with
2010.
Roleplay included for theatrical effect. But of those who have truly modeled themselves after their fictional counterparts, who devote their lives to martial arts training, push their bodies to peak fitness, confront criminals who react violently toward them, and operate alongside a police force who are continuously looking for reasons to get them off the street, there may only be one.
Furthermore, whenever you inject yourself into an issue, there's always the problem that could get worse, and that is people can misconstrue intentions, it can escalate the situation.
Armed with a $10,000 bulletproof suit, a stun baton, 2 million Scoville pepper spray, and a GoPro, Phoenix Jones is perhaps the closest thing to a comic book hero we've ever seen. And during his decade of activity,
real life
his
fucking
fans
Batman
have watched him transform from hero to anti-hero, and finally, to what he'd fought so long to protect Seattle against.
I guess it's true what they say. You live long enough as the hero, see yourself become the villain.
Very bad.
I guess.
This is the rise and fall of Phoenix Jones.
Maybe it's Captain America. No, yeah, this is Phoenix Jones. Yeah. Y'all seen Phoenix Jones, right? Like y'all seen him in the news at least once, right?
His full title is Phoenix Jones, Guardian of Seattle, and his story begins in late 2010 when local
he does become a villain.
Reporting on a mysterious figure who, nearly every night, disappeared into the hidden room of a comic book shop and emerged in a black and gold costume. In the beginning, the learning curve for what he hoped to accomplish proved steep. Patrolling areas rich with nightlife, Jones would occasionally encounter little more than an obnoxious bar patron who needed calming down. Finding crime was nearly as difficult as fighting it. It was pretty embarrassing, Jones told a reporter of Seattle Met, speaking of his early patrols. I walked around downtown and didn't see any crime. But in January of 2011, Jones began to cut his teeth on the extreme brand of heroics that he would ultimately become known for.
One local man came within seconds of having his car broken into, perhaps stolen, until a superhero came to his rescue.
And you just start sticking it down
guys, I need to blow
inside between the window here.
Give me a second. There we go.
Here, and the rubber strip
Dan was calling 911, but help flew in before he finished dialing.
From the right, this guy comes dashing in, just wearing this skin-tight, rubber, black and golden suit, and starts chasing him away.
The attention Jones got from the single incident solidified his niche in crime fighting. In order to separate himself from the growing community of other real-life superheroes, Jones believed he would have to put himself in the precarious situations that others wouldn't dream of. As he continued, Jones began breaking up street fights, attempting to intimidate drug dealers, and in doing so, incurred many injuries.
But a man held him at gunpoint Saturday night while another kicked him and broke his nose.
It's under my eye over here on this.
I can see your eye, it's all swollen.
He was fighting.
The injuries didn't deter him. He appeared to
like he was fighting.
The bellicose portrayals of comic book heroes, and he was on his way to becoming one, despite the attempts of Seattle police to dissuade him.
And now police say enough is enough.
Like, like,
don't insert yourself.
He was actually going through niggas and fight, like with knives and shit and guns.
Situations.
Like, if there was a nigga with the gun, he would charge him.
Law enforcement weren't the only ones to disapprove. Jones was largely condemned by other costume heroes who considered him delusional and worried his efforts would be harmful to their overall reputation. For the first time, we have someone who agrees with our overall purpose but doesn't agree with our methods, Portland, Oregon-based hero Night Owl told the Wall Street Journal.
It's not putting on a super suit and finding bad guys to fight. Real life isn't that way. Real crime fighting doesn't work that way. If you act that way, you're probably gonna make things worse.
Okay. Number one. Actually, okay, no. At first, I was gonna say what's the point of putting on a suit? Why can't you just do this shit without a suit? Now I realize, like giving food to the homeless or anything, or like. But I feel like it could add a nice vibe to it because it's a nice personality. It's a nice theatrics to go with it. You know what I mean? Make you feel a little bit special. You know. I guess it could add something to the experience, like someone giving you a sandwich and like giving some theatrics while doing it. I don't know. Maybe it could be entertaining and help lighten the mood for the person. You know, you never know. It might be. I don't know.
Jones was certainly an outlier in the real-life superhero community, a community which can be traced back to the 1970s with the charismatic Californian known as Captain Sticky.
Yeah. Nope, still alive.
Retiring in his 20s after inventing corrugated fiberglass, Richard Pesta of San Diego devoted his life to becoming America's first Cape Crusader. Like many after him, Captain Sticky's approach was non-violent. His costume and outrageous persona served as bait for the media, who gave him the platform he needed to speak out against injustices, such as the poor conditions of elderly homes or greedy auto mechanics upcharging their less knowledgeable customers.
I'm indifferent about these superheroes now. Because imagine you got some dude in fucking spandex in the most stupid ass costume ever going up and talking about prison reform. You know what I mean? But they're spitting, right? They're spitting. It's like they're talking about real issues and trying to solve real problems. And it's like maybe their theatrics will get more attention to what they're doing and make it like more digestible and entertaining, right? So people can actually give a shit. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. What do y'all think about that? Like, did y'all think it would help out or no?
Of the modern era, many cite Master
go, Jessica. How's it going?
as one of the first to seek out
crime
crime to physically intervene.
Why coming? Bro's coming in with the caps. Hey, Afro, how you doing? Damn, that nigga angry.
Get a taste of that next time you want to hurt a little kid.
Patrolling Winter Park just outside of Orlando, Master Legend comes equipped with his Master Blaster, a homemade cannon that fires plastic Easter eggs filled with cayenne pepper and rock salt. While Master Legend and Captain Sticky
that's good. And that dude seems done.
That
was a day. Terrible. I got banned on Twitter for 7 days. I mean, actually, today's been a great day. You know what I mean? Today's been a great day, right? Today's been a great day. You know what I mean? Not gonna lie. But I got banned on Twitter, so I had to make a new Twitter. You know what I mean? But yeah, bro. How? So my friend was sipping for a girl, and I told him, "Get your head out your ass, bro." That's basically what I told him. I said, "Hoe ass nigga," and they banned me for that, bro. I was trying to save my nigga. So I'm banned for like 7 days.
Recent decades.
Now we're watching but today actually been great. I've been enjoying this stream. Thank you guys. I've been enjoying it, bro. He just locked for 7 days, youth. Nah, I think the next time I get locked, I'm getting banned. Actually, I feel like I actually might get banned next time. But anyways, cause like 7 days. Yeah, the next one is strike 3. I gotta chill. I can't say nothing.
To permeate the streets of metropolitan cities. Mr. Full Moon of Tokyo, Japan. The Black Rat of Sydney, Australia.
Tell me, Mr. Full Moon of Tokyo, Japan. Mr. Full Moon Tokyo is a real life superhero. Like, so what did he do? I joined the stream on PC. Oh, all right, that's nice. I was playing Fortnite. What's up? All right, good talk. But yeah. I guess bro was just cleaning up shit. I guess it would make it enticing for somebody to be cleaning up shit. You know what I mean? Like just to be cleaning up shit, I guess.
Yeah. The more
I remember that nigga. Y'all remember? Come on. Y'all
Tokyo, Japan. The Black Rat of Sydney, Australia.
Yeah, no. Y'all seen this dude before. I can't be the only one that's seen this dude before. I cannot be the only dude that's seen this dude before. Yo, I remember watching YouTube videos on him and everything. Like he had like a whole ass fucking like bulletproof vest and everything and like shit.
Yeah.
Did you actually break your arm?
News
What's up,
outlets
Toma?
reported
Damn,
on these
wish you
individuals,
recovery,
the
man.
more
Sorry
they
to hear
seem to
that.
crop up.
He calls himself the Shadow Hair.
Names like Asylum, Fool King, and Professor Midnight.
Although often accused of being naive, many of these heroes understand the
that
scope
sucks,
of
man.
what they can realistically accomplish inside the law. While ideologies vary within these individuals and organizations, common mantras include staying safe, remaining on the good side of law enforcement, and making a difference where one can. But not only did Phoenix Jones stand in stark contrast with his community, he seemed to look down on them. I don't call them real-life superheroes, he told writer John Ronson, who interviewed Jones in an emergency room as he was being treated for a stab wound.
Damn.
I call them real-life sandwich handlers.
I think it... Remember, he was in the hospital with the stab wound. That's kind of... Oh, that's fucked. I actually hate that, but I love that at the same time because they're actually doing something important, but at the same time, I mean, he's low-key right. He got fucking stabbed.
He was being treated for a stab wound.
Damn.
Seemed to hinder Phoenix. On the contrary, by mid-2011, Phoenix was well on his way to becoming the world's most famous real-life superhero. During his patrols, Jones would be approached for pictures, autographs, even requests for video shoutouts.
This is Phoenix Jones. If you're not listening to bass rock, you're foolish right now. Seriously.
Bass? No, my whole opinion on Phoenix Jones, cause like I remember, like Critical said, I watched Critical's video. Yeah, I'm stealing his whole flow. He asked, "What would be a world where Phoenix Jones succeeded?" Right? Where it's like a bunch of vigilantes were able to do what they want to do, right? They were able to do what they want to do and be free for it. Like they were able to fight crime and everything. And in my opinion, I don't think it would ever work out because if we ever get to the point where vigilantes are real heroes, egos will happen. They'll become celebrities. They'll become egos. They start monetizing it, and it won't be out of genuine. It'll be outside of doing fame. They'll be doing TikToks and everything. And I know they got to put the bread somewhere on the table. But once that becomes a part of it, it becomes it becomes a celebrity game.
It wasn't long before Phoenix
and then it becomes a celebrity game, and then we're gonna have a nigga like Stain coming through, killing all these niggas. You pull up with the pow.
To inspire a small coalition of like-minded individuals who costume themselves to join him on patrol. small coalition of like-minded individuals.
Bro just got a jacket with a mask on. What is it? Bro got his cosplay gear on, bro. Like,
who costume themselves to join him on patrol. El Caballero, whose appearance seemed to pay tribute to luchadors, became one of Jones's closest allies.
And you're not a wimp if you call 911.
Purple Rain, whose focus was domestic assault awareness and prevention, served as strategist and monitored a police radio in order to direct the group to where they might be needed.
So I went to the City of Seattle's website.
Damn, they had the Justice League. This is the Justice League in real life, bro.
So I look and see what kinds of crimes are happening, if the police respond, and I just factor in all this different data. And I say, you know what, this is where we need to.
She really, okay. So my question is that a wig or is that her hair? I'm assuming it's a wig, right? But imagine, like, what's the point of the mask, right? Because you walking around and that's your actual hair color, you're fucked.
And that's how we find crime.
Phoenix had very
MF Doom. All caps we spelling it. Whoa!
And
is he fighting
that's how we
crime?
find crime.
Oh, yo, that low-key looked like MF Doom, bro. yo, that actually low-key looks like MF Doom. Rap snitches, telling all the business, being their own star witness. That the rings on? Rap snitches, telling all their business. Yeah.
Phoenix had...
I didn't know Yo, Phoenix Jones and MF Doom fought. Yo, it's a canon thing. Phoenix Jones and MF Doom fought, bro. Oh shit. Yo, the battle of the century, bro.
Had very specific attributes he wanted in his fellow superheroes. They needed to know how to fight. Military and martial arts background was a strict prerequisite, and the recruits stayed sharp with regular training.
Average police.
Yeah, no, they was stacked. But I mean, Phoenix Jones was. They'll tell you in the video, nigga was an MMA fighter.
5 minutes. We're gonna try to basically hold off an attacker. Me, Evo being the superhero. We're gonna try to keep it going for about 5 minutes is the goal.
By late 2011, the group had accumulated around 10 members, with names like Buster Doe, Midnight Jack, and Red Dragon.
At least these, that look like he just bought some gear and everything. There's nothing wrong. This dude had mass. This nigga. I think these niggas can fight though, cause remember, I don't think like I said later they're gonna show Phoenix Jones was actually an MMA fighter, bro, right? So it's like I think they can actually beat your fucking ass.
Under the leadership.
That's why I'm telling you, crazy people are the strongest people ever. All right, man, never doubt them. They can whoop your ass.
Jones, they became the Rain City superhero movement.
Pitch Black's gonna go undercover and attempt to make a drug buy. I don't usually look like this. And once he sees the drugs or the thing, we're gonna come in and bust him.
Oh, the irony. If you know this story, the irony. Oh, the irony. Oh, the irony. Oh, the irony. Oh, if you know the story, the irony. I don't want to.
Here's what's going on. We got cameras all over.
That's fucked up. They're snitching on a nigga just trying to drug deal, like make money and everything. Like you don't know, bro's not trying to pop anybody or shoot anybody. Bro is just like really trying to make his money. You don't know if you got a family or not.
We're tired of it, man. People keep selling drugs in the city, polluting the block, and we're just not putting up with it. Hey, this is a bitch. It's kind of funny, but I'm dead serious.
Phoenix's approach remained polarizing. As he often invited cameras to follow him on patrol, some sense Jones cared more about his own celebrity than improving his community.
Like, what did he do?
Have you really made the best uses of media attention to further the causes you claim to serve? Fellow Seattle-based hero Ravenblade asked in an open letter to Jones.
Phoenix Jones is a real-life injustice, yo. It's just literally injustice. You got fucking Mr. Ravenblade criticizing Phoenix Jones for being... Phoenix Jones versus Mr. Ravenblade, yeah. Are these real people? I want to make sure. Because we got Mr. Moon. Mr. Full Moon is real, but Mr. Ravenblade. Yeah. They're all real people. Now, listen, Mr. Ravenblade. Bro, all I'm saying is your fit ugly ass trash. Phoenix Jones, he got a bulletproof vest. What the fuck is that dog shit fit you got on there, bro? Like, look at you. You look like a school shooter. Shut your ass up. Phoenix Jones all day, every day.
Have you really acted like a hero? The criticism was largely engulfed by outspoken supporters who considered Phoenix Jones the first legitimate real-life superhero, a distinction from the costume street performers many had come to associate with the movement. They continued, allegedly chasing down a suspect in a stabbing, even stopping a bus from being hijacked. Phoenix and Purple Rain were married, and the two of them together serving as the dual public face of the group seemed to be good PR. Interviewers and media
they was fucking. Damn, they
outlets were divided. Some wishing
oh no, Dr. Umar! Don't. Don't. Dr. Umar, yo. You know Dr. Umar hates Phoenix Jones, bro. Oh, man. Dr. Umar hates fucking Phoenix Jones.
And the two of them together...
That girl, isn't it? I mean, that's what it is. It's more about that than anything else, is it not?
Some choosing instead to highlight their accomplishments.
Tell us what happened the night Phoenix saved your life.
She got some nice legs. I do not know why I'm a late person.
Nightclub. He
I do
proceeded
not
to
know
get
why.
violent with me and my group of friends. Phoenix ran in and pepper sprayed the guy and defused the entire situation.
How did you hear about it?
The group was earning a bit of respect, and with Seattle having a crime rate 126% above the national average, receiving an F rank on AreaVibes.com, the Rain City superhero movement had their work cut out for them. But the interventionist approach the heroes employed often
did the crimes actually go down?
Legality.
Put your hands. Stay right here. Stay down.
The process of a citizen's arrest, which the heroes regularly performed, is a complicated and unpredictable one, as it's often easy to mistake the context of a given situation. Jeremy McHenry of MPS Security
said, no, these niggas, wait, time out. They're next level snitches. They're next level. Imagine you just chilling with your friend. Fucking underage drinking. Got Phoenix Jones just fucking smashes the bottle out your head or fucking shoves you onto the ground. I was like, you cannot be underage drinking. It's like, I'm 20 years old. It's like, shut up. Follow the law.
Services had this to say of the concept of a citizen's arrest. You're going to be sued.
They're legally jumping normal people.
You can be arrested for making a false arrest. Many understood that Jones's reckless approach would sooner or later catch up with him, so it was no surprise that in late 2011, the inevitable happened.
A so-called superhero in Seattle is under arrest.
Phoenix and fellow hero Ghost were out on patrol when they witnessed a crowd of people congregating beneath a viaduct. From the distance up the street where the heroes stood, it looked like a street light.
Bro, niggas are just loitering. Phoenix will beat niggas up for loitering.
Shouting to the group to break it up, instructing Ghost to dial 911 as was their protocol. But rather than thanking Phoenix for his assistance, the group turned on him. Phoenix, unable to verbally control the situation, employed the use of his pepper spray. The police arrived soon after, their patience with Jones already spent, and took statements from both parties. According to Jones, what he thought he was running into was an assault. But according to a police report, the group was, quote, dancing and frolicking around with each other when a masked man came running and shouting toward them, coating the area in pepper spray.
Exactly!
The last paragraph of the police report notes that this was the second complaint of the night regarding Jones, who had pepper sprayed a group of nightclub patrons some hours earlier. Although Jones was gone by the time the officer arrived at the scene, he described the distinct scent of pepper spray lingering in the air. The Seattle Police Department decided to make an example out of Phoenix, and he was arrested for assault.
Damn. Arrested for assault.
After sitting in a jail cell overnight, Jones made his $3,800 bail and emerged to a team of reporters waiting outside the courthouse.
Damn.
Phoenix welcomed them to congregate around him, and in a move that shocked everyone, he unmasked himself and greeted the cameras for the first time as Benjamin Fodor.
I'm Phoenix Jones. I'm also...
Bro, that shit been fucking up his hair. I know that shit's been... He has so much breakage just because of that fucking mask, bro. Like, that shit must have caused so much breakage and everything, man.
Ben Fodor. I also protect the city. I also am a father. I also am a brother. I'm just like everyone else.
Born in Texas in 1988, Benjamin Fodor spent time in orphanages before finding a family and relocating to the Pacific Northwest.
I always have pretend down bad titles,
Benjamin and
don't
his
worry
brother
about it.
Karos both shared a love of fighting. Each pursued competitive mixed martial arts at a young age.
Yeah, look.
According to Tapology.com, Benjamin, who fought under the name Flat Top, boasted an impressive amateur record of 11 wins and no losses.
You see what I mean? This nigga could beat your ass if he wanted to, man. He could beat your fucking ass.
But whereas his brother continued into the professional ranks of organizations such as Strike Force and UFC, his younger brother Benjamin decided to put his skills to more unconventional uses. But aside from the martial arts background, the conditions which stemmed the most well-known real-life superhero couldn't have been more unassuming. Benjamin was a father of two working at a daycare for children with special needs. His origin story goes like this. One morning, Benjamin found his car broken into, his driver's side window shattered, and a black ski mask laying atop the broken glass on the street. His son, cutting himself in the glass, had to be taken to the emergency room. Ooh. Phoenix kept the mask, and days later, when a close friend was assaulted outside of a nightclub while a group of spectators watched, too afraid to intervene, Phoenix decided the ski mask would serve as the basis for an alternate identity.
Okay, I don't actually like an understandable backstory, but okay, no,
Phoenix decided the ski mask would serve as the basis for an alternate identity. A moniker was chosen. The word Phoenix has roots in Greek folklore associated with rebirth. Jones, one of the most common American last names, is meant to represent the notion that ordinary citizens can hold others accountable for their actions. His costume was commissioned from Extreme Design FX and then sent to Baker Ballistics in order to be reinforced with bulletproof and stab-resistant plating.
Damn!
In an article from My Northwest, Fodor detailed some of his earliest attempts at vigilantism.
That's how you do it, guys.
Well before he'd attracted any media attention. Confused as to how to begin, Benjamin took to simply brooding on rooftops. One night, upon witnessing a mugging, he climbed down the building's fire escape, a task which took minutes, only to find the criminal long gone by the time he reached the street. He'd purchased a net launcher.
You look like Count Chocula. Y'all saw that shit? You look stupid.
Long gone by the time he reached the street. He'd purchased a net launcher reminiscent of the old campy Batman comics.
That would work?
Contrary to how he'd imagined the usage of this device playing out, Jones ended up trapping himself in it and was spotted by a passing police officer who took the opportunity to laugh and take a few pictures before cutting him loose.
Yo, cops ain't shit. Cops are not shit. Oh, man. How do you not quit after that? You know what's the craziest thing? Phoenix Jones could whoop that nigga's ass for doing that, though, because he's an MMA fighter. But, oh, shit. Oh, that's gotta suck. That's gotta fucking suck, yo. Oh, like the girl one is not that bad, but getting fucking trapped in your own net and the police coming and laughing. Oh.
Early Phoenix Jones also carried with him a grappling hook, which seemed to fit with his persona, but it had no practical value. You think you're going to scale a building? A friend critiqued. What are you going to do when you get up there? Swoop down? Parachute down? You're not going to have enough distance for the parachute to even open.
Suicide.
Although fans appreciated this insight into the man behind the mask, this move proved detrimental to Benjamin personally, as he was subsequently fired from his job at the daycare.
Damn.
And his custom-made suit was confiscated for evidence.
Damn.
So why did they confiscate your suit?
So the politically correct answer is, to do an accurate investigation, we need to have everything that was involved. The fact that your identity was concealed by a supersuit therefore makes it evidence that we need to take to prove that you are the man underneath the suit.
Despite the feedback that he should put his persona of Phoenix Jones to rest, Benjamin doubled down. He had a backup suit, and he was confident the assault charges would be dropped once the video evidence came out. The evidence in question was obtained by videographer Ryan McNamee, who had been documenting the Rain City Heroes' nightly exploits.
He never gives up,
Based on the title, Phoenix Jones Stops Assault, Ryan's first-hand interpretations of events differ from the reporting police officers. Many of the video's comments seem to also side with Phoenix. Even Jones's detractors suggested the arrest was an excuse to deter him. Later that month, the charges were dropped, and despite media outlets, both corporate and independent, offering harsh criticisms over the fiasco.
What an idiot. Okay.
That was awesome. That's the girl he's supposed to be helping. She's like, you fucking pepper sprayed me, you idiot.
Phoenix Jones was on his way to unprecedented stardom.
Wait, what?
Phoenix Jones.
The white? That's wild, man. All right, man.
Was on his way to unprecedented stardom.
Hey. Damn, he was out here. He had his own comic and everything. He got his own fucking everything, man. Bro was a celebrity.
Jones was back with renewed enthusiasm and a steady stream of encouragement from the largest fan base he'd ever had. But on the night of April 22nd, 2012, a tragic and random act of violence would mark a distinct attitude shift in Phoenix and the Rain City superhero movement.
Believe someone got shot.
It was after midnight. 21-year-old Nicole Westbrook and her boyfriend were walking through Pioneer Square after leaving a comedy show, when suddenly, shots rang out.
Gunshots! Gunshots! Gunshots!
Phoenix, along with Purple Rain and Pitch Black, ran toward the sound. Jones caught a glimpse.
I'm gonna say, it takes balls to run towards the sound, though. You know what I mean? That takes some genuine fucking balls, bro. Like, honestly, man, that takes some balls, bro. Like, I could never imagine, bro. Now I do think, don't get me wrong, I do think it's like wild, bro. But it's like, no, it's like, I don't know, man. It's like
glimpse of someone in a gray backpack as the potential shooter,
balls
and
can
followed
go
him
around
on
with
foot for
idiocity
several blocks
also.
until police arrived.
There he is. There's the shooter. Backpack running. Backpack running? Backpack running. Backpack running. Backpack running.
Having been shot through the cheek, Nicole suffered a shattered spine. An ambulance rushed her to the hospital where she passed away shortly after. Nicole was not believed to be the intended target. The source of the gunfire was determined to have been a drive-by shooting, leading police to believe the hooded figure the heroes were chasing was the target. The case of Nicole Westbrook remains open to this day, and anyone with potential information
they were chasing the wrong niggas, and it was a drive-by.
is encouraged to contact the Seattle Police Department. Jones would go on to cite the tragedy as his biggest failure.
And she's up the street, and the medics are taking her
away. What the fuck you gonna do
when the fire engine drives by and just washes the blood off the sidewalk, and it runs down into a drain. And I just keep sitting on the sidewalk at this point, and people start walking by for work and just do their normal everyday life. And my world is completely changed, and everyone else is exactly the same.
This
I mean, think about it like this. Like, what the fuck do you expect people... I know that's how death is, though. But it's like, you can't expect everybody... Like, what you want everybody to do? Be sad? Like, or live their normal lives? I'm sorry, we don't... I hate to say it. Society. We don't live in a society that literally lets us to become... Like, we have to move on with our lives and do our lives, like, right away. I do wish there was time for mourn for other people and be empathetic for other people, but we don't have that time given to us. So like I don't know why you blaming them. I feel like one of the biggest problems with Phoenix Jones is that he criticizes the community rather than what makes the community and how the community became to be.
Continue
you know
to
what I
ripple
mean?
through Jones's crime-fighting career,
Like if you want
especially
to be real life superheroes, the real superheroes that made a difference, MLK, Malcolm X, Harriet Tubman, Angela Davis, Rosa Parks, Frederick Douglass, Nelson Mandela. These are all real life superheroes in my opinion. Because they actually made changes. They did shit that was unbelievable that you cannot imagine. Unbelievably fathom. Like, not fathom. And they actually made real change. They didn't just solve some petty crimes. They didn't just solve, like, some bullshit, right? They inspired people to get up their ass to try to find the root of the problem. Because the thing about Phoenix Jones, he's like a, how can I say this? He's not a vaccine. Phoenix Jones is not a vaccine, so you never get the cold again, or you never be able to get the cold again, so you don't have to deal with the cold again, or to deal with the flu again, right? What Phoenix Jones, he is effectively a cough drop. He's a cough drop. That's what he is. He's a cough, you know, with the cherry flavor and everything. You know what I mean? A cough drop. You know what I mean? Because you know what cough drops do, right? They like, you know, you be coughing or wheezing when you're having a sore neck and everything, mucus as fuck. But you take cough drop, it doesn't really solve it, but it kind of throws a blanket over the problem. You know what I mean? Doesn't care. Exactly, bro. That's what he does. That's why I consider, if we're going to consider what Phoenix Jones is a hero, then people like MLK, Malcolm X, Angela Davis, fucking Frederick Douglass, like, all these great black leaders are way better than he will ever be.
But directly following the tragedy, there was scarcely time to process. Just a week later, Seattle was to host the May Day protest.
May Day mayhem in Seattle. Demonstrations turned violent as thousands of people clogged downtown streets.
Originally in response to poor labor conditions, the May Day protests began in Europe during the late 19th century and persist even today all across the world. Always held on May 1st, these events occasionally escalate in violent and unpredictable ways.
Kanye, what now?
Broken glass, buildings and cars covered with spray paint. Tonight, downtown Seattle.
Phoenix Jones, along with Midnight Jack and El Caballero, were patrolling the protest, attempting to deter and control
he did help black people
when a protester inadvertently revealed a plan to blow up the Seattle courthouse.
More black people
the crowd was actually rumoring a bomb blowing up a building?
Yeah, that's what the people with the black masks were rumoring, because they're kind of dumb, and I don't know if they haven't been to Seattle, but they didn't know that I'm not part of their crew. So they just kept telling me stuff.
So you were infiltrating?
Yo, Phoenix Jones is a fucking... He's fucking... Yo, you hear this nigga? You hear this nigga? You hear he's... Yo! You hear he's fucking talking about himself?
But they didn't know that I'm not part of their crew. So they just kept telling me stuff.
So you were infiltrating them? They thought because you were...
We were just walking and they were wearing masks and we were.
Right, but because you are dressed up as a superhero, they thought this guy must be into craziness like us.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Phoenix and his colleagues attempted to notify the police, but they didn't seem to take the testimonials seriously.
You hear rumblings of this and you let the Seattle police know. Tell me how that conversation went.
Well, there wasn't really a conversation. I said, "Excuse me, sir, can I talk to you?" And he said, "We're busy." And I said, "I'm well aware, can I talk to you?" He said, "Yeah, give me a few minutes. Here's my card."
Oh,
and then
what's good?
Here's my card?
Bro.
Police officer gave you his card?
Bro, Gates. I'm just saying, he could have come up with something better, bro. Like, you could have said something, but like, you could have at least led it up to that. So like, my name is D's or something. Maybe I should respect you because you came in just saying D's nuts and not try to hide it. But where's the spice? You didn't even but maybe I should respect him for not trying to add to the spice. Because have you ever had somebody just come and just say D's nuts? Like they didn't try to he didn't add no fucking punchline. Like he just said the punchline without the setup, bro. Which a lot of people always do terrible setups with no punchline. So maybe it's a respectable quality.
Fearing an escalation, they followed the crowd of protesters to the courthouse. And it was there they witnessed rocks and something which was believed to be a failed explosive device being thrown through the glass windows and doors. Knowing Phoenix would be apprehensive to use pepper spray following his assault charge, Midnight Jack opted to be the one to incapacitate the group. When the police arrived, they arrested 8 of the protesters for destruction of public property.
He doesn't die.
Received their share of disapproving opinions.
He's still alive.
Gawker reporter Adrian Chin described Phoenix as a combination of Batman
and
a mall
Something
cop.
else happens.
But one of the more entertaining opposers of the Rain City Heroes was a filmmaker named Ryan Corey, who decided the thing the group was truly missing was a villain.
My name is Rex Velvet, the people's villain, if you will. Before you jump to conclusions, let me tell you that I'm a fair negotiator and businessman. But I will not back down from you, Jones, until this city is rid of you.
Nah, that's so fucking lame, though. I'm just saying, in this situation, because Phoenix Jones is literally getting stabbed by niggas of fighting protesters. You know what I mean? Like, he's fighting, which, we can have a discussion on him, but it's like, compared it, like he's going out to people getting shot and bombed, and you just got this fucking filmmaker making a joke out of him. Like, that's so weird.
His attempts to bait Phoenix into a campy online rivalry failed, but Ryan Corey stylizing himself as the villain Rex Velvet continued, calling into radio shows while in character, and managed to turn their fake rivalry into a moderately successful web series.
What?
Phoenix Jones, you have met your match.
Other supervillains joined in. Parody characters which targeted Jones began cropping up across YouTube and other social media.
Mr. Grimm here.
Yeah, Phoenix, I done created something now. Huh? I got a new potion that's gonna turn the whole world against you.
Bro, that's not a criminal. That nigga is just a blood. That's not a villain. That nigga's just a blood, bro. Yeah, that nigga's just a blood, yo. Nah. Yo. Wait.
Mr. Grimm here.
Yeah, Phoenix, I done created something now. Huh? I got a new potion that's gonna turn the whole world against you.
But Ryan Corey and others would have to settle for a one-sided online feud. Jones simply took himself too seriously to engage with them.
Yeah, he's
Rex
going
Velvet
out and fighting
is on the other
niggas.
line.
Like, literally fighting niggas.
The guy who made that promo that you heard.
I encourage, if you guys want to talk to him, you go right ahead. I don't have anything to say to him because I live in the real world, and I don't promote or accept or even acknowledge people who want to do acts of villainy of any kind, even if it's not real.
Okay. Look at you, Phoenix Jones.
Priority
why
shifted
would he
for
give that
Jones in
attention?
November of that year, when a video patrol log went viral, propelling his already budding celebrity into then uncharted territories.
On University Way, between 45th and 47th, suspect wearing an orange shirt. De-escalation does not appear to be working just yet.
While on patrol with 4 other local heroes, Phoenix confronted a man punching the window of a parked car and shouting obscenities at the passengers inside. Police arrived shortly after, with the heroes content to let them handle the situation.
Let's go, Black
But
Box.
after the assailant shouted a racial slur at Phoenix, Jones challenged him to mutual combat.
Yo, Washington's a mutual combat state. If you'd like to agree to fight, we can do that if you'd like to. If you would like to.
Mutual combat laws allow 2 consenting parties to engage in a street fight, as long as no bystanders are hurt.
This was a trap. This was a trap. This was a trap by Phoenix Jones. This was a trap. Cause remember, this nigga, don't forget, this is the same nigga that is 11-0 in amateur MMA. This was a fucking trap, bro. This was a fucking trap. No.
Property damage.
I will challenge you to cause imagine somebody coming up to you like, do you want to challenge me to mutual combat? You low-key, I think anybody in their right mind could think they can beat a nigga's ass that says that bullshit, right? I think that's happened. But this nigga Joe is like, oh, shit.
Often cited as a vestige of dueling, mutual combat remains legal in portions of the United States, such as Washington State and Texas.
Where is she?
PJ has offered to engage suspect in orange shirt to mutual combat.
He legally is trying to beat his ass. Oh my God.
Under the laws of Washington State, suspect appears ready to fight.
Sealing the deal with a handshake and under the supervision of police officers, Phoenix Jones proceeded to knock out his opponent.
Fighting the suspect.
Damn! Damn!
Suspect is down.
This video, posted to Phoenix Jones's YouTube channel, garnered widespread reaction and commentary.
I cannot say that.
Oh, that's when you know you made a mistake. Yep. That first leg kick, see the guy moving around.
Phoenix is a celebrity in public.
You already, the fact that he was going after the legs already like that, it was over. It was over. I've been, yo, if you do not know how to fight, and then they got, like, cause this nigga was actually an MMA fighter.
Presents were at an all-time high. Podcasts, talk shows, public service announcements, Jones rarely turned down an opportunity.
From the behalf of the Rain City superhero movement and costume discounters, you guys have a safe and fun Halloween. See you in the streets.
Love you.
He did a Reddit Ask Me Anything, which was kind of bizarre, but provided insight.
Do you and Purple ever do it with the mask on? This is like if Fidel was a superhero. Like, Phoenix, if Fidel was ever a superhero, that would be Phoenix Jones. Like, I think this is proof of that. Like if Fidel, look at these. This is, he has Fidel vibes, bro. Like, straight up, man. Like, look at how he's typing. It's my shit. Not the mask. No thanks. Yes. Like, this is literally Fidel if he was a superhero.
Into the kind of chaotic individual Phoenix was. Leading his fellow heroes into 2013, Jones would experience a brief golden age of heightened popularity, strong relations with police, and a series of disciplined, systematic patrols. But unbeknownst to Phoenix, a hidden fault line was beginning to appear, one which would not only grow to jeopardize the movement, but would foreshadow Phoenix's ultimate and unexpected fall from grace.
Oh, I think this is it.
Awesome. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to our patrol tonight.
Yes, hello, all four of you.
All right, I am pulling up the crime trends in Seattle lately here so we can see exactly what's going on.
Would you like us to come over there and take a look, babe?
Yeah.
All right, let's go take a look here.
With more fame than any real-life superhero had ever experienced, Jones began to assume a leadership role in not only the local superhero scene, but the national one. In February of 2013, he posted a video to his YouTube channel directly addressing other heroes, setting a strict standard of behavior he expected from them.
This is what's up. There's a lot of superheroes out here who are doing really stupid crap, and eventually we're all going to get shut down. You guys don't realize it, but there's a war going on out there you don't know about. And that war starts with the government not liking unregulated anything in mass numbers. There's 250 of us to 300 of us walking around with absolutely no accountability. It's going to stop pretty much now.
According to Jones, heroes had been patrolling with illegal weapons, regularly breaking laws. According to Jones, heroes had been patrolling with illegal weapons.
Okay. All right, that's not real. 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 All right, man. I don't know what that is, does, but that's not real. That's not real. I don't know what that is, but that's not real, bro.
Regularly breaking laws under a misguided notion of vigilance.
Okay, now that's kind of scary, bro. Let's go all night. The gazer beam.
Phoenix was worried such missteps would cause a nationwide crackdown, potentially running the movement for everyone.
We really have to come together, get this whole thing together, get a regimented way to do this before we get shut down.
Jones considered his brand of heroics to be one of the few sustainable out there. But his crew was small, and out of 300 heroes operating across the United States, the Rain City branch only accounted for 15. Phoenix unveiled an umbrella organization he referred to as the Alliance.
Oh my god! It's literally injustice! This is literally This is civil war. This is injustice. This is, oh my god, this is... What the fuck, yo?
Which acted as a registry for heroes where they agreed to several of Jones's rules, including wearing a bulletproof vest.
And now people are going to say, well, I just hand out food. Yeah, but I came along and I changed the face of real-life superheroing. Every criminal in the world who is aware of superheroes, when they look at you, they think that you fight crime. That's what they think you do. So whether you want to go out there and hand out a sandwich or not, you're still in danger of being injured. Don't be stupid.
And that's your fucking fault! That's literally your fault now! You made it something that's literally your fault though. Like, it's like, yeah, fuck the rest of y'all that can't defend yourself, bro. He said literally, yo, y'all are peacefully helping out homeless people now, but yeah, guess what? Now y'all real fucking superheroes there, so you better take off that motherfucking mask. Damn, he's really fucking it up for everybody else. It's good. Too, we're actually watching. This dude is a real super life. When I mean it's the real Batman, this dude's an MMA fighter that has a bulletproof vest and everything, $10,000 with pepper spray, going around and literally fighting crime and challenging people to mutual combat.
The selection for new recruits in Phoenix's hometown became increasingly rigorous, and
I
in
didn't
an
do
interview with
that. I was mad suspect when that said that. I was like,
Jones admitted to rejecting 100% of the incoming applications.
The Rain City superhero movement is hiring, and applications are available right now.
So far, I've rejected 6 of the 6 applications I've got. Where they're like, I'm 7 feet tall and super buff right now. I don't know if there's a mask that'll fit over my giant meathead, but it's cool. I just want to walk around and punch people. Let's go. And I'm like,
bro, swinging his dick around. Hey, yo. I'm just saying. Just, like, if a nigga needs to get his ass beat, send him after them, bro.
No.
At this point, Phoenix
send him after him. Be like, yo, you need to fight somebody, get his ass. Like,
in the beginning, he was critical of an...
It's like the Hulk, bro. Imagine Shaquille O'Neal. Like, you have Shaquille O'Neal. You're going to really... But to be fair, if you got Shaquille O'Neal on your side, they're definitely going to bring him right there, bro.
Action, or what he called sandwich handling. But his new focus seemed to be on personal restraint. Although martial arts or military experience...
Niggas were actually doing good things in the world, and Phoenix Jones fucked it up for everybody. Because, like, oh, y'all just sandwich handlers. Like, what's the problem with giving sandwiches to homeless people? That's a good thing. What? What? He's like, oh, you're sandwich handler. Y'all not getting stabbed in the streets. Well, at least they're changing lives, bro.
A prerequisite for joining, Phoenix began to reject people if they showed any inkling of violent tendencies.
I think there are some people in the city who are up to no good and need to be taught a lesson. On the other hand, there are lots of good people in the city who get taken advantage of on a regular basis, and that needs to stop.
Second part of the answer, awesome. First part of the answer worries me. Anytime anyone says needs to be taught a lesson, I get uncomfortable. Your demeanor doesn't strike me as generally violent type. You know, it could be the Clark Kent glasses throwing me off. We don't get to teach lessons. We get to stop people perpetrating crimes, and we get to give them to the authorities that are supposed to uphold the values that we all voted for.
You see what this is why I don't like Phoenix Jones. Because what? He's literally a cop. He's literally just a cop. He's literally just he's just a fucking cop, bro. Oh man.
His patrols became highly systematic. A weekly schedule was posted with each patrol group consisting of a team leader, a medic, and a radio operator.
There's so much shit I want to call out on.
Phoenix claimed the movement now included a legal team, although to what capacity I'm not sure. Aspiring heroes would be subjected to a probation period, and they would be unable to even choose a name or a costume until they joined in 15 patrols, stopped a violent crime, assisted in a medical situation, ran the GoPro, ran the live stream, and written several patrol logs. At this point, the team would take a vote to determine whether the applicant became a full member.
With this application, you're extremely underqualified. But the part of it that I do like is it was really well thought out. As far as joining the main group of the RCSM, I think you would probably end up getting hurt.
The majority of video logs on Jones's YouTube channel were uploaded during this period. On the surface, their operation seemed to be running more smoothly than ever. a lawful, by-the-book protocol enforced by Jones, diligent documentation, regular check-ins with the radio operator and other heroes.
I'm close enough to Red to make contact. Should I do that? Over?
And thanks to the generosity of their fans, they were able to record evidence of most encounters, which seemed to result in a much healthier relationship with the Seattle
Would you rather that or your
police.
mother's
Officer
pussy?
Floyd.
I was drinking last night.
Hey, we have a video of the beginning of those guys.
That's not funny. That's not funny. That's not funny.
Over here pretending to flash or even maybe flashing the real gun. And there was a little altercation. I also confiscated some black tar heroin off and threw it down a drain. I got all that on video if you need it. Yeah, I got it.
Damn, he's literally a pro snitch.
Recovering stolen bikes, addressing medical
You're an
concerns
ass.
others simply ignored, exposing individuals soliciting sex acts from the homeless.
The crazy thing is, I got a masked man calling me.
Yeah. That's the crazier thing was when you made a homeless crack addict to suck your dick. That's crazy.
I didn't.
It's on tape.
Yo, I don't think that needs to be on tape though, because that's like, they're both down bad, bro. Like, you fucking up the homeless crack addicts fucking money, right? Like, I'm just saying, Phoenix Jones, I'm just saying, how else is he gonna get that fucking money? That's all I'm saying. But number two is like, oh, you do not care about who touches your penis, bro.
On slow crime nights, they handed out sandwiches, in contrast to Jones's previous disparaging remarks.
You got revenge porn.
However, things were not quite as harmonious as they seemed. An argument over a helmet, which El Caballero accused Phoenix of stealing, caused his longtime sidekick to abruptly leave the group. But most shocking of all was the sudden departure of Purple Rain. In November, Purple Rain made a social media post stating that she and Jones were separating and would not be working together on any future projects. Purple Rain opted to keep the details of their separation private, a difficult boundary between public and personal life when the two have so much overlap. But her fans seemed to respect her decision. With the loss of his two closest allies, Jones found himself unable to stop a growing mutiny of disgruntled heroes, ready to expose the flaws of their leader and ultimately bring about the end of the Rain City superhero movement for good.
Legion, I just want to beat the fuck out of this guy.
He's not worth it.
God, I'm having one of these moments right now.
Come on.
Damn.
Although Phoenix's celebrity continued to increase, even landing a cameo in the PlayStation 4 title Infamous Second Son.
Oh! Oh, shit! Oh! That's cool.
Those who remained close to Jones knew the movement was coming to an end. The domino effect of Purple Rain and El Caballero leaving inspired others to do the same, taking to social media to air grievances about their leader on the way out. In a post that began, "Phoenix Jones is a con artist thief," Shockwave leveled some startling accusations against Phoenix.
Like what?
As per Jones's instruction, each
That was
hero
on Twitter
was
longest before
required to
Smash
purchase
Players
a
were.
bulletproof vest, a payment which they handed directly to Jones, who claimed to have cut a deal with the manufacturer. However, as months went by, no one received their vest. Jones had also been requiring the Rain City heroes to pay him monthly dues for a health insurance plan in case they were hurt on patrol. But many began to suspect there was no such insurance, as Jones failed to produce any sort of documentation. Perhaps the most damning of all were the attacks against Jones's integrity as a crime fighter. Phoenix Jones preys on people exiting bars drunk and unable to function normally, Shockwave claimed, citing the Mutual Combat video for evidence. Would MMA allow one fighter to be drunk while the other is sober? Accusations of exaggerating his heroics and spinning the narrative in his favor were nothing new for Phoenix, although until this point they'd come from heroes and spectators outside the Rain City movement. But this was coming from someone who patrolled with Phoenix, who knew what he was like when the livestream was turned off. El Caballero, Shockwave, and Dragon founded a new organization called Echo. They continued to patrol Seattle, regularly making appearances at the recurring May Day protest, but their audience failed to grow to Phoenix-like proportions.
Damn.
In May of 2014,
Bro, so you
Phoenix
don't got that
Jones
much
announced
clout.
that the Rain City superhero movement was officially over. Jones's statement didn't address any of the aforementioned accusations, but instead cited other reasons for the disbandment. Certain members cannot run 2.5 miles in 30 minutes, Jones stated, or do 5 pull-ups or 25 sit-ups and believe it's okay to carry illegal weapons. Rex Velvet made a Facebook post celebrating the end of the movement, asking former members to air their dirty laundry about Phoenix for a video
Bro is
he
still
would
a villain
produce.
to the end.
It's unclear whether any of the former members took Velvet up on his offer, but checking Ryan Corey's YouTube page, it appears no such video has yet
Bro is
been made.
desperate for clout.
Jones, now primarily a solo hero, continued fighting crime in Seattle. His enthusiasm seemed undiminished as the patrol logs on his YouTube channel were uploaded at more or less the same consistency.
Hey, this is Phoenix Jones. Found a guy who was over here at the store, stole some detergent, took off running, clearly homeless. This is the worst part of my job. Stealing is stealing. I'm not gonna let you get away with that, especially detergent. This new way to get high with detergent, I found out.
Oh.
No problem. There's your stuff back, man. No problem. Thanks, man. Sorry.
I hope that's a local convenience store, not no fucking Target. Cause I mean, if he's getting a high off it, never mind. But still.
About that, I hate that kind of stuff. But what can you do, right?
Wow, you guys are like superheroes, right?
Yeah, we do like kind of like a neighborhood patrol. But,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So be safe here. Really sorry that happened to you.
He returned to competitive mixed martial arts, fighting under his alias and often accepting match decisions while in costume.
Vigilante!
He won still. Damn.
A rivalry between his older brother Karos, which has reportedly existed since childhood.
Oh shit! They was fighting with the brother now.
Made
What?
for good promotion for upcoming fights, and the advertisements leaned heavily on the superhero motif Phoenix had cultivated. The majority of his fan
he's gonna
base
get his
stayed
ass
by his
whooped.
side, offering
Oh,
support
he's
on
gonna get his
social
ass
media and
whooped.
YouTube as he continued to break up street fights,
Oh, he's
catch
gonna get his ass
shoplifters,
whooped.
and
He's gonna
even
get his
create
ass
a
whooped, I know.
database of stolen vehicles in the Seattle area. But the twilight years of the Phoenix Jones character weren't free from controversy, particularly in 2015 when Jones had a comic book series commissioned about himself. The events depicted were based on Jones's patrol logs and personal journal entries. Many classic Jones tales were included, but depictions of the
Is that of the girl that fucking died? Oh, that's fucked. Oh no, that's fucked. That's actually.
The Nicole Westbrook murder seemed in poor taste. As Jones told Seattle radio host Jason Rand,
so
he'd submitted
fucked.
the comic book to the Jet
That's
City
so
Comic-Con,
fucked.
where it was originally
That's so
accepted, but
fucked.
once it was known the events depicted were
That's
real,
so
Jones was asked to
fucked.
withdraw it.
No, there were no real major complaints. A couple people came up and just said that, they didn't like it and thought it was too real. And I said, well, if you want to read a fake comic book, get a Batman comic book. If you want to read about my life and you want to help someone and maybe get the case back out in the news and maybe get somebody to know what happened,
That's
then
so
read my
fucked.
comic book.
I mean, at the same time, a comic book like
can't
this
fuck with
opens
that.
you
I
up to the
legit
criticism
can't.
that you might be
Cause like,
profiting
is
off of the death of
is the
someone. How do
family
you respond
okay
to
at
that?
least?
I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm just telling my story, and this happens to be a part of my story. And this incident is just so important to the person that I became and the choices that I made.
Nicole Westbrook's sister spoke out in support of the comic, citing that it could raise awareness of the still unsolved case.
Alright.
Phoenix's behavior over the years became stranger and more.
Bro is just doing his regular Afro Sakurai tweet. Relax, bro. Everybody has those tweets, bro. Come on, man. Is he still out here? Oh, he's still out here. He's still out here. Oh shit, he's still out here. Yeah, April 10th, 2021. He's still out here. Yeah. Oh, what the fuck did you say, you? What the fuck? What the fuck did you say, you? Okay. Thank the Lord. He didn't say nothing stupid. He didn't say nothing stupid. Oh, thank the Lord. Oh, thank the Lord. He didn't say nothing fucking stupid. Oh, man. Thank the Lord. He didn't say nothing stupid, bro. Oh, God. I really... Cause you know that nigga's looking at his Twitter.
More erratic, such as this incident in
Afro
2016
hell
when he
no.
claimed to have knocked someone unconscious and left them on the street, opting to tweet at the police rather than call 911. Jones specified that he, quote, left the guy my card so that when he wakes up he can call me if he has a problem. When asked what he meant by his card, Jones explained it was a print of this glamour shot, along with the phone number of his attorney. More shocking still was this post to the r/bodycam subreddit, which shows police responding to a former friend of Jones's who'd reported the hero came to his apartment, his knuckles wrapped for a fight, threatening his life.
I guess last night I hit on one of his girlfriends that he didn't like, and he started slandering me all over Facebook, and then he came here threatening me, said he was going to beat me and piss on my face.
Damn,
and then she went downstairs to tell him to leave. He said if I didn't come out, he was going to kick the door in. He also said
When's
he was
video
going to
come
kill
out?
me, that I need to be dead.
March 30th
I have all
to
these
1st.
screenshots on.
Yeah, he texted him
On.
saying that he would
I
follow
have
him
all
around.
on my phone.
He would find him.
And kill me.
So
Something was clearly happening to Phoenix Jones, and his audience began to see the dark side of his impulsive
He became the
personality.
villain.
By February of 2019, Phoenix hadn't uploaded a patrol log to his YouTube channel in 3.5 years. So it wasn't a surprise when he formally announced his intention to take a break from crime fighting. But what was surprising were Jones's cynical reasons for the hiatus.
I can fucking tweet!
I don't think people are meant to be good, Phoenix wrote. I don't think I've met enough people I would get shot to save. I don't think people would get shot to save me. I was wrong. Maybe everything I've ever believed in was wrong. When asked to reflect on his career, interviewers were met with a Phoenix who was oddly defensive of his legacy, and adamant about his distinction from other so-called real-life superheroes.
So how many crimes have any other superheroes
I
other
wanted
than
to
you
reply
stopped
to
in
Warren
Washington
and
State?
No Show.
Ooh, you're the only one I think anybody's aware of, so yeah.
Okay, so then you're asking me a question about superheroes.
Right.
These guys are going to a neighborhood they don't know, dressed in outfits that are not the same, that are not uniform, with skills that are not good.
Okay,
I mean,
that nigga is getting rocked.
The same, that are not uniform.
That nigga is getting rocked right here. Like, oh man, that nigga getting rocked. Oh, that nigga getting rocked, yo. Oh no, Mega Mind.
With skills that are not good. I mean, handing out food to homeless people. I mean, you are a LARPer. You are a LARPer with a bag of food. I am a superhero.
Although
Does Phoenix Jones hate homeless people? Holy shit! Let niggas head. Does this thing was good, Lady Momo Champ? But does this nigga hate homeless people? Holy shit! He's like, yo, you're a LARPer. You're a LARPer.
Phoenix had always displayed a certain degree of bravado. His trademark altruism seemed to have been replaced with resentment and misanthropy.
I put people away. I'm a superhero. I'm the only real one. It's not a joke. It's not a game. We're not talking about the kind of superhero. I'm a real fucking superhero.
Phoenix Jones was
he's talking about being calm.
Retiring with a questionable reputation, but his fans seemed content to remember him for the self-sacrifice of his early years, reassuring him that when he's ready to return, they'll be there to support him. But in January of 2020, shocking news broke that would forever change the public's perception of Phoenix Jones.
Phoenix Jones, you're a fucking asshole is what you are.
Damn.
You're not a fucking hero, you're a fucking fraud.
Bro, you niggas, I'm sorry. Kudos to whoever made this video. Cause whoever made this video is literally getting fucking, that's a 220. But it literally has 142 views and 6 likes and 6 dislikes. They was doing some deep diving for these fucking videos, bro. They was diving into dumpsters.
Okay, then maybe you should. Are you going to behave yourself? Tell me you're going to behave yourself. Say, I'm going to behave myself. Are you going to behave yourself?
That's what I do.
Good. So are you going to behave yourself?
Yes, I will.
Say you're going to behave yourself.
I'll behave myself.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Yo, you gotta use that for ratioing somebody one day. Gonna behave yourself? I'm gonna behave yourself? Thank you, have a good day. Like, oh my god, he's actually literally a mini cop. He's a literal mini cop, bro. Behave yourself. I mean, to be fair, what the fuck are you gonna do? He knows MMA. He could beat your ass with a bulletproof vest on. What are you gonna do?
During the months following Phoenix's retirement, his social media remained active and would even occasionally feature something resembling a video log. Jones seemed reluctant to give up the superhero persona despite no longer donning the costume for regular patrols. But toward the end of the year came a sudden absence. The videos, the tweets, it all abruptly stopped. Not known for shunning the limelight, Phoenix's drop in activity was unusual. But fans wouldn't know why until 2 months later, when news broke of Phoenix Jones's latest and most unexpected arrest. As articles from the Seattle Times, Newsweek, and many—
What the fuck did you do? Delete your tweet, you... Delete your tweet, delete your tweet, delete your tweet, delete your... Okay. Delete your fucking tweet, 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 delete your fucking tweet. Oh my god, let's go Black Styles and going, bro. Oh, nah, nigga. Is my Twitch? Yeah. Oh man, please, dog. Delete your fucking tweet. Delete your fucking tweet. Delete your fucking tweet. Oh my god, no. Delete your fucking tweet, dog. Oh, nah. Dude, don't get this nigga annoys me, bro. I don't want... Oh, no. Oh, no.
Many other sources report in November of 2019, 2 confidential witnesses approached the Seattle...
Man, I don't fucking care. The fuck is he gonna do? The fuck he's gonna do? But you see how hypocritical it was? How he was fucking following some drug dealer and he gets fucking arrested for drug dealing?
Division. Phoenix Jones, they claimed, was a drug dealer and had been for some time.
Bro, you was trying to get me to beef with the real life fucking superhero. That's wild, bro.
A narcotics detective operating under the alias Mike began texting Phoenix with the intent of purchasing $500 worth of MDMA from the former hero. Jones requested $300 be transferred up front to his Venmo account. Days later, Phoenix arrived at the 3rd Avenue Starbucks to meet Mike. The whole interaction took less than a minute as Phoenix exchanged a brown paper bag for the remaining $200 in cash.
What's in there? Is there a cigarette in there? Is that what's buffing it?
Lab testing confirmed the substance in the bag to be what was advertised. The officer arranged a second meeting with Jones but had trouble following through. Jones would postpone or fail to appear at meeting locations even after accepting an additional $500 via Venmo transfer. A second persona was created, this time a female. Laura was more conversational and appeared impressed when Jones asked her to Google him, revealing that the individual she had agreed to purchase cocaine from was in fact a real-life superhero. After a few days of building rapport, a second meeting was scheduled. And at 11 p.m. on January 9th...
You know who Phoenix Jones looks like? Phoenix Jones looks like Darkness World Stop Hip Hop. He literally looks like him. Like, this is something Darkness would do
Jones
also,
was
bro. I swear to
arrested
God,
for possession of 4 grams of cocaine packaged with the intent to sell, along with various paraphernalia.
Hey, wait, what are y'all doing? No, I'm trying to catch him.
Phoenix Jones, shit! What did I do?
Posters on the R Seattle subreddit claimed to have known about Jones's involvement in such activities for years. Anyone who knew Ben knew about his side hustle, one poster wrote. He's been dealing for years and everyone knew it, wrote another. Many scoffed at the relatively small amounts of narcotics Jones was arrested for dealing. Some pointed out that there were more harmful
That's so fucking ironic that he was
drugs
arrested for
than
drug dealing.
MDMA being writing, he once
The
accepted
guy's not Seattle, so constant drug dealer for 7 years, sells things that harder than Molly. He once actually gave roofies to a friend and was telling her it was Molly. Wait, he keep what? 9% of his superhero and is of picky out. The pick out several drug people claiming they're doing something untoward. They go on to fight them and beat them up. I know this is true. He really is an asshole and shitty person in real life. I see him try to help. You know, I just hope he figures it out because he has.
Accidentally gave roofies to a friend, telling her it was Molly, which means he keeps it in his inventory. In a podcast titled Super Yourself, Dark Guardian host and longtime critic of Jones interviewed former Rain City superhero Midnight Jack, who appeared saddened yet unsurprised by the news.
I've known Ben for years. Like, we're talking almost 10 years. You know what I mean? Like, I've been shot at with Ben. I've been in shit. I've been in street fights. I've watched people die next to Ben. Like, I've seen a lot of stuff
so you was there.
go down with him. So the fact that this is who he is now is extremely discouraging to me. And if you're a superhero in the Seattle area, it's over for you now. It's done.
As Jones's video logs and interviews attest, exposing drug dealers had been a prominent part of his crime-fighting efforts. Where had the impulse to enforce these ideals been coming from? Midnight Jack gave his interpretation.
How do you think he ended up this way? I think that he thought that this was going to work out. He was going to get really famous over this superhero thing. I think that was always the plan. And don't get me wrong, I don't think that he ever intended to not do his job, because I remember him being dead focused on his job, dead serious on it. After the Nicole Westbrook shooting, he started to get more distant and darker. Like, maybe that set off something in him.
Midnight Jack corroborated the claims that such activities had been going on for years, with the hero so unabashed he'd been seen dealing while wearing a Phoenix Jones t-shirt.
That's like such an error.
Some found the irony humorous, but many of Jones's fans expressed anger and disappointment at the hypocrisy.
This is a hard one to talk about. Make my mouth dry.
Yeah, it's real sad. Real sad to see someone who kind of like stood up for justice and was a symbol.
I mean, to be fair, how do you... what the fuck is standing up for justice in a system that's so corrupt like the United States and America? Because standing up for true justice is to be against the system. What Phoenix Jones did was apprehend it and help it out. Like, he had faith in a system that already failed its people, which needs to be reworked. Which is why I said, if Phoenix Jones thinks he's an actual superhero, he sees the world too much as a black and white thing, because superheroes exist in politics and now and protests and all that stuff. To me, the superheroes, by Phoenix Jones' logic, are the niggas that are protesting out there, getting shot by rubber bullets and losing their eyes. Are the people that are not afraid to speak in front of people even though they might get assassinated. Are the people that are willing to fight for what they believe in rather than fighting some drunk people or some people robbing a fucking store. Because why are the people robbing the store? Why the fuck are people robbing stores in low neighborhoods? Why the hell is the neighborhood low income? You know what I mean? It's like, that's why I don't really fuck with it.
Right now. But he was.
Even Jones's arch-enemies seemed conflicted in their victory. Phoenix's booking records were posted.
Did he say we couldn't make music together? Shut up, Red Velvet. Like, Red Velvet can shut the fuck up. I do not like him. I don't like him. Red Velvet can shut the fuck up. I don't like him. Like, this is some serious shit. Like, no matter what Phoenix Jones is doing is some serious shit. It should be taken seriously. Red Velvet's making it seem like a joke. No, this nigga's going out and fucking getting stabbed. Alright? And while he's sitting from your comfort home, making some shitty ass YouTube videos to profit off.
As of now, information available to the
public. Like, you're not a real critic. You're just a fucking dickhead.
But the blow to Phoenix's reputation appears critical, as it's uncertain whether any future heroics would be taken seriously by his remaining audience. It seems, at least for now, that the story of Phoenix Jones has come to its unexpected conclusion.
Is that it?
Is difficult to overstate.
I've been streaming for 3 hours. I'm gonna take a 1 hour break. And I'm gonna come back.
If someone swings, everyone's getting pepper sprayed. Think about it before you do it. If y'all swing, someone's getting.
Damn, I'm gonna like that. So how did you guys like that though? You guys, let's talk about that later. Let's talk about that. You know, we'll talk about that in the stream later, bro. All right, man. Bye.